Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. Today we are in Milan. Let's tell you how we got here.
So we have less than 24 hours here in Milan because we've actually come here to see 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞 live.
He's doing his Heels of Steel tour and we were so lucky to get tickets.
Now, if this is your first time on this channel, this is Emma, I'm Adam. We actually live in Zante. So to actually get to Milan from Zante in November, we had to fly from Zante to Athens, then Athens to Milan Malpensa, and then we had to get a coach because the train was closed.
Train was broken.
Train was broken. And then we got the metro down to our digs that Emma found an Airbnb near the Unipol Forum, which is where the gig is.
Yeah, so we're actually staying just outside Milan. It's 15 minutes on the metro south of Milan. Now, we are staying right where the gig is because when we went to see Kylie in Piraeus, we didn't stay where the gig was and it was quite difficult to get back to. So this time we thought we'll stay right by where the gig is. Now
the dig's about 10-15 minute walk from the actual place.
10 minutes, I'd say. It's a perfect place. Also the neighbourhood and it's really cute. But anyway, we have got 24 hours. Well, we haven't even got that, to be honest. We are making the most of our day. So we got up super early this morning, didn't we?
We did.
We had about 5 hours sleep. We were here at the piazza and yeah, we just thought, let's make the most of it.
So obviously one of the most iconic places to visit in Milan is the Duomo Cathedral, and that is absolutely stunning. I can't believe the difference between when we first arrived here at around 8:30.
8 o'clock.
It was at 8 o'clock, and now it's absolutely rammed. We were seeing the sun pretty much come up. Emma got us tickets online.
Yeah, I'll just explain briefly about how it works with the tickets. If you are planning to come here, if you've been here, you'll know. Book your tickets in advance. I booked these about a week ago. Fast Track had sold out, but actually we didn't need the Fast Track tickets because we were here in the queue at 8:30. I booked the combo ticket, which is the terraces, the lift. There's two choices. You can either do the stairs, but I think it's like 260 steps to get up to the terrace, or you can take the lift. The lift only fits 9 people in at a time, so get in your queue early if you book the lift ticket. I think we paid about, I don't know, it was like €25 or something each. And I got the combo ticket, which includes the terraces, the lift, and also includes the cathedral. You can also get additional tickets for the crypt, but we didn't bother with that. And our tickets, I think, also cover the museum as well, but we're not doing that today because we're really short on time. I would advise getting your ticket from the website, the official website.
Now this Duomo Cathedral is just stunning. Yeah, apparently it's 300 years to build it.
Yeah.
And there is scaffolding still outside. It is what it is. If you ever went to 𝐵𝐸𝐵𝐵 Familia in Barcelona, they took ages to finish that as well. But this, it's so ornate, and the real thing for me was, I don't think I can say that I've ever been right on top of a cathedral before. The way you walk is actually slanted because you're literally on the roof. The views are absolutely stunning, but also to get up and kind of almost into the eaves to be able to see those kind of carvings that you would see from street level, but so much closer. It's just seeing the detail is just amazing, isn't it?
It's absolutely incredible. Like, we were the first ones on the terrace this morning. We felt so lucky to do that. Walked across and then we went down into the cathedral and the stained glass and everything. Oh my God, it was so amazing. It was like eerie a little bit, wasn't it?
Can I just say I am the passenger princess in this couple, purely because Emma has to control it because she makes the best decisions.
What do you mean?
We wouldn't have got anywhere if it weren't for you. So Emma plans it all. And as a result, I don't really know that much about places where we're going before we go. And I'd completely forgotten the fact that we actually came down from the roof and then went inside the cathedral. Completely forgot about that. So that was a shock to the system in more ways than one. so it was eerie, but not in a scary eerie. There was a real.
It was like haunting.
There was a real presence there, wasn't it?
It was insane, honestly.
It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Sorry, I'm kind of distracted because I'm watching people. Like, you have like these guys who are trying to like not pickpocket, but trying to like stop all the tourists, and you have to be really careful. If you see those two there, just be really careful.
We live in Zante, so to even have been on the metro quite recently is a little bit. You know, being around so many people.
Oh my God, we've come from literally like nothing into like a city, and it's like boom, like hit you in the face. Anyway, after we went there, we went for a coffee, didn't we?
Yeah, �ហ្� something absolutely stunning, all full-on coffee shop. It's that quintessential Italian coffee shop, sandwiches, all that kind of stuff.
Amazing.
What did you have?
I had a pistachio croissant because I've wanted to try one for so long, and it was phenomenal. I've crashed after my sugar.
Have you?
Yeah, only joking. Adam had a ham and cheese something. And yeah, so now...
Sorry, but before we actually went to the Duomo, because we got here so early, we actually went for coffee. And the coffee culture in Zante is great. The coffee culture in Italy, in Milan, is something else. I watched a lady, probably in her mid-50s, looking classy as anything, put away a double espresso in 2.5 sips. You had a cappuccino, I had an Americano, and it's the first time I've actually had an Americano served to me with the espresso in an oversized cup. And I pour the amount of water in I want. I said to you, it's the best coffee I've ever had. Stunning. Yeah. Sorry, so what's next?
I'm just looking at all the pigeons and just thinking, God, all them germs, people are like putting them like all over their heads and stuff. Do you know who'd love it here? Amy and Maria. Maria wants a pigeon. Anyway, so next I have set out a Google Maps walking route which takes in all of the main sites of Milan. So let's go and explore. First, we are going over there to that Emanuele place. Look at that. Phenomenal. Let's go.
Catch the pigeon.
Hate them. Rats with wings.
And so our walk began. We were stood in the Palazzo Duomo, and after exploring here, we headed over to the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele, which is Italy's oldest active shopping arcade. It feels like walking into a piece of art. This place has been here since the 1800s and named after Italy's first king. It's actually one of the oldest shopping galleries in the world. Just look at this dome. It's all glass and iron, and the mosaics on the floor are incredible. You'll find everything here, from historic cafes to the most high-end fashion brands, but even if you're not shopping, it's worth coming just to take in the architecture. It's basically the fancy hallway that connects Milan's cathedral to the opera house, and it's quite busy with tourists and locals alike. And so we made our way over to Piazza della Scala, and this spot is such a cool contrast to the busy streets around it. Right in front of us is the famous Teatro alla Scala. The square is the perfect place to people watch and soak it all in. It's a relatively calm place to sit and chill after the busyness of the Duomo and the Galleria. We then wandered on through the streets of Milan and onto our next stop, which was the neighbourhood of Brera. The streets of Milan were so clean, and yes, there was a lot of traffic, but everyone seemed to obey the rules of the road quite well, a stark contrast to driving at home in Zante. Pedestrians were respected, and we never struggled to cross the roads on pedestrian crossings. If you've been to Greece, yeah, you'll know the difference. So now we're wandering into Brera, honestly one of the most charming neighbourhoods in Milan. The whole area feels like a little artistic bubble with narrow cobblestone streets, old buildings and cafes just spilling out onto the sidewalks. You can totally see why it's known as Milan's arts district. This is where you'll find the famous Pinacoteca di Brera, tons of galleries, boutique shops, and some of the coziest places to grab a coffee or aperitivo. It's got this relaxed, creative vibe that makes it perfect for just strolling around and getting lost for a bit. We were starting to get hungry at this point, so after our coffee we consulted Emma's long list of food places she had shortlisted. To get through this list we'd probably need at least 2 weeks in Milan. We had been seeing this sandwich shop all over our TikTok FYP, so we knew that place was a must. Luckily for us, there were 4 shops located around Milan, so we weren't far away from one. But first, another stop on our list. �ហ្� Castle, and this place is seriously impressive. It looks like something straight out of a medieval movie, but it's right in the middle of Milan. Built in the 1400s by the Sforza family, it used to be one of the largest citadels in Europe. And you can still feel that power when you walk through the massive gates. Inside the walls, it's like a whole world of its own. Peaceful courtyards, museums, and even artworks by legends like Michelangelo. Now you can buy tickets to visit inside, but we didn't, as we were, as you know, on quite a tight time restriction. After all this exploring, we were starving and it was time for food. There was a branch of 𝐼𝐼𝐸 Vineio about 15 minutes walk away, so off we went. 𝐼𝐸 Vineio are famous for these huge sandwiches, packed with fresh, super flavorful ingredients. Things like creamy pecorino crema, truffle spreads, prosciutto, salami, grilled veggies, basically everything that makes your mouth water. It's messy, it's delicious, and it's one of those must-try bites if you want a quick, iconic taste of Italy without sitting down for a whole meal. Emma got one with mushroom cream, Italian ham, mozzarella, tomato, and basil. And I got the Bada come la fuma, translates as Bada eats the smoke, porchetta, smoked provolone, roasted potato cream, and spicy aubergines. They were massive and seriously insane. If I can give you any advice, if you're eating inside the place, try and find a stool that faces a wall. You don't want anyone to see the mess you're making here. After this, we decided to head for a sneaky glass of wine, but everywhere we went was busy and we waited ages to be served. So we decided to head back to our neck of the woods to get a drink around there. We knew we needed a sneaky disco nap before the gig because, well, we're old, and we only had about 5 hours sleep the night before, and we were also hiring a car to take us to the airport, so it made sense to get back to 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿. We hopped on the metro, and 15 minutes later, we were back with a glass of wine and beer in our hands. A little FYI, if you're heading to Milan and you're flying into Malpensa and your flight out is before the metro starts at 7 AM, try hiring a car to drive yourself to the airport. There was no public transport for our 6 AM flight to Athens, so we arranged car hire from Europcar in 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 and dropped the car off at Milan Malpensa airport. It was €50 to hire, and we priced airport transfers and they were looking around €150 minimum. We picked up the car at 6 PM and dropped it back off at our digs and then headed out for food before the gig. Obviously, we chose Mexican because, you know, when in Italy, you obviously have to eat local. Lol.
By the way, if you enjoy this kind of content from us, make sure you like and subscribe because we have so much coming this winter, like really we do. Now, after a lovely snooze, we are now ready to go and do what we actually came to Milan to do, and that's to go and see 𝐵𝐸 at the Unipol Forum.
We're not taking this camera, we're taking our phone, so see what we got up to. Where we're actually going.
So you now know before we do. I hope you had a great time. I'm sure it absolutely was. Thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
See you.